This is Pastor David, and it is great to be back with you. I've been away for a few days. My wife and I were able to get away for a few weeks and try to have some downtime and rest our voice and rest our body, rest our mind, and that's hopefully a lot of others of you have been able to do that. Summertime, school's out, vacation. So we are glad to be back. We're excited and really worked yesterday with our staff for about 4 hours on the planning of the rest of this year throughout 2023, fleshing out all the activities and all the details. And we have some incredible things coming up that I'll be sharing with you, and just excited about what God's done. Really proud of our staff. Our Pastor Jason and all of our staff has done such a great job of working hard behind the scenes and moving us forward. And, God continues to bless. July was a great month. VBS, football camp, all those things. And then August already off to a good start. And Sunday was a great day. It was Tribe Sunday, and that was our promotion for the kids coming up into our youth group. And we had a great night at Tribe. We had people saved. We're going to have some people get baptized. Next Sunday is baptism, Sunday night, 6 o'clock up at the Jenkins home. We have about 25 more. We had 30-something baptized earlier this summer. Boy, people are just growing in the Lord. And if your next step is baptism, we encourage you to contact us about following Christ in baptism and your journey, your next step in your walk with Christ. But I was proud of our teenagers Sunday. They led worship. We had a senior in high school preach our message, our challenge for us from the Word Sunday. And Eli did a great job. We heard a project from one of our teens, Emma Grace, and just a great day. I'm so proud of our kids. I'm proud of our leaders, our volunteers, our teenagers, our students, our children. What you pay attention to grows. Think about that. What you neglect does not. But what you focus and pay attention on grows. And we focus on our children, our teenagers here at this church. It's not the church of tomorrow, it's the church of today. So just really proud. Big weekend this weekend. We have back to school bash. We have these flyers. We have things all day, from 10 to 12 Sunday here on campus to help kids, families with things that they might need to get back to school. It's back to school time, and so we're excited about that. I mentioned Sunday night is baptism, so just a lot of neat things coming up. We're excited, but I want to share a devotional with you today. As we think, and I'm amazed, summer is gone. Have you noticed that summer is gone? The kids go back to school this week. Some of them already started back to school. And kids are going off to college. We got to pray with some of our kids going off to college on Sunday. And I can't believe how fast time moves. And it just keeps on moving. So I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking about new day, new school. A lot of the kids are nervous. You're moving into kindergarten, elementary school, middle school, high school, off to college. Let me ask you a question today. What are you afraid of? Think about that. What are you afraid of? What scares you? You know, fear is one of the greatest tactics of the enemy, the devil. The devil wants to defeat you and destroy you and discourage you and intimidate you. That's what he wants. He wants to bully you. But we have a verse in 2 Timothy chapter 1 that I want to share with you. But let me ask you to think about what are you afraid of? What is it in your life right now that you're scared of? Maybe something out there in your future that has you afraid and anxious and nervous and you're scared. That's the enemy. Because here's what God says through Paul in 2 Timothy chapter 1 verse 7. For God has not given you the spirit of fear. So, if God does not give you fear, who does? Where does that fear come from? It comes from the flesh, and it comes from the enemy. He plants that seed of fear in your life. He tells you lies and makes you afraid, and he intimidates you, and he scares you, and he bullies you. And Many times we don't succeed in following Christ because the devil makes us afraid. Let me ask you, what is it that you're afraid of right now? What is it in your life? A new year? A new class? A new teacher? That's scary. New friends? People you hadn't met yet? People you're afraid of? I watch kids Sunday come into the youth group, and it's hard. It's hard. A new job? New house? A new town when you move? A new church? You know what's scary? If you're a family and you're trying to find a church and you visit a church and you take your kids and drop them off in some strange cold Sunday school class, it's scary. It's scary. Well, let me tell you something. That fear is not from God. In fact, God hasn't given you the spirit of fear. Here's what God gives you. Here's what God gives you. God gives you the spirit of power. The devil makes you fear. God gives you power. He makes you strong. He gives you the spirit of love. Here's what God gives you to offset fear. Power and love. And boy, this is a big one. Of a sound mind. This right here is where the devil fights us. This is the battleground. It's in our mind because we lay awake at night and we worry. And we have anxiety and we have depression. It's real, and we have fear. And it's in our mind, and many times it's bigger in our mind than it is in real life. So the devil gives you fear. God gives you power and love and a strong, confident mind. So whatever it is you're facing today, whatever it is you're afraid of, the unknown, it's hard, it's anxious, the future, we're worried. That fear is not from God. So I want you to rebuke that fear. And I want you to take a hold of what God gives you, which is power and love and courage. That's what God gives you. Don't be afraid this year. New start, new season, new fall, new everything. Embrace it. Be courageous and say, God, help me. You're with me. Help me attack this new future that's in our lives. I love you today, and I want to invite you to come see us here at church. There's a great place for you here. I think you'll love it, and I know that you will be loved. God bless you. Thanks for letting me visit today.